Hi everyone. I'm actually hoping I'm live. Let me quickly check on my page if I'm actually live. So I'm doing it from the Zoom again. I'm still not like 100% sure how it works and if it works. Yeah, I'm here. So I didn't release. Hi. So today's topic is gonna be, are you showing up for you? Sorry, I'm gonna mute my phone. So it's going to send me the notifications. So today's shows, it literally came to me a minute before I actually came live. I really wasn't sure what I want to talk about because no topic really was coming to me. So I decided to talk today about, are you showing up for you? And this is one of the reasons why I actually set up my weekly show, because I was constantly like slacking. I was doing something and then I wasn't following through with it. So I decided to create this live show to show up for myself and to actually move my business forward and move myself forward, because there are times in your life and in your business when you just can't be bothered to do something. You can't be bothered to get out of the bed, and you just basically, and the more consistently you kind of give up, then at the end of the day, you don't really have anything created. So I created this weekly show so it would put me into the habit of actually showing up for myself, even though there are days I don't really want to do that. Because you guys kind of keep me accountable to that. I keep myself accountable for that. And actually, I don't know if anyone's going to be live because I didn't really remind anyone that I'm going to be live. So that's another thing I have to put in place to remind people that I am coming live and that they actually can ask questions to me, which I don't really do. So, and in that sense, my social media is suffering. I'm not really posting anything on my page at this moment. I have, as I'm looking now, I have about 30 people on my page. Even though I have done business, I've had my business for a little while now. My page says that I don't really have business. I have like 30 people, and lots of people in social media, they kind of look at your, especially like a newer generation who is like, basically they grew up with social media. They see it as the most important thing in the world. We older generation, we don't see that the same way because we grew up with different things, and we see social media as part of our lives. So if we want to grow a business and reach more people, we have to follow these kind of trends. And sorry, and in the times of social media, you have to kind of show up. You have to show up because social media likes regular content, and if you kind of fall off the wagon, you kind of fall off the face of the earth, because if you're not on social media, you kind of are non-existent. And that's one of the reasons as well why I created my next program that's coming out in about 2 weeks. It's called 90 Days Social Media Marathon. And it's basically where those who actually struggle of showing up for themselves in social media and do regular posting, creating regular content, this is a place for you to be, because we are going to keep each other accountable for showing up. And I haven't posted anything out yet about this program because I'm kind of retweeting the details. And Another thing while showing up is kind of important. It's because when you start to show up for you, for your business, you start to create more. You start to create new things. You start to create. It's basically, it's almost like once you put one idea out there, the next thing is coming, because you're kind of putting, saying, universe, I want to do this, and it just basically gives you another thing, and it gives you another thing. But when you kind of slacking and fall off the wagon, it kind of dwindles, and you stop actually receiving ideas. I can tell you it from my own personal life, that when I'm not putting enough energy, I'm not actually creating enough, everything kind of dwindles down. Your income dwindles down, your social presence dwindles down, and it's basically you have to build that muscle of showing up for yourself, showing up for your business, showing up for anyone in your life. It's like in any pretty much relationship. If you are not putting enough effort, the relationship kind of eventually dies. And there are obviously relationships that are naturally kind of um, ending because you don't really have much common with people. But if you are in marriage, it kind of beats the purpose. Like if you are in marriage, you have to kind of show up into that marriage regularly. I'm not married, I'm not in a relationship, but I kind of assume that's the case, because if you just marry for the sake of marrying someone, and you just go, like, I don't really need to do anything now, and it's kind of, um, you kind of start to lose that, because eventually you kind of grow apart. Maybe another person is not showing up the same way, so you're basically kind of coexisting together, and not actually living together and being together. And I wouldn't call that marriage either. I would say, what's the point? If you're not if you're not in happy relationship, then what's the point? But to have a happy relationship, you have to show up. You have to show up in daily chores, in daily tasks, having, I don't know, date nights and things like that. And the same with your business, and the same is with you in your business, not in your business, in your life. So I'm not really sure if I have anything else to say for that, because I'm one of those people who is just like few word person. So when I said it, I said it. So maybe this is gonna be like a short episode. Hmm, I wonder. Okay, maybe I can say, yeah. So what does showing up for you means? Like, a couple months ago, before I start this weekly show, I did 10 days Facebook mastery uh, kind of course. Like I was doing like regular, not regular. I did 10 days of Facebook lives in a row, and it actually showed me how showing up, the interaction in my group, in my Facebook group grew, my business kind of grew, and after 10 days I kind of poof, I stopped doing it. But on those 10 days I kind of felt the energy, like being there, coming up. And that's another thing I want to introduce. That's another program I want to do like in the next couple of weeks as well, which is just about that. But it's this talk is not about promoting my other programs. I'm now realizing why I'm putting these programs out there, because I'm actually tricking myself into showing up more and more in my own business, and that generates energy. If you show up in your business once a month on your social media, that's all you're going to get. But if you do it every day, if you show up in your business every day, it generates energy every single day. And with energy comes all the things. It comes ease, it comes money, it comes clients, it comes, you basically put out in the world, into the universe, that that's what you want. And universe gives you that. If one day you wake up, "Oh, I don't want to do this, the thing I wanted to promise," which quite often I'm one of the guilty ones. I'm actually like, "Oh, I don't feel like today. Like, I'm just gonna stay in bed and watch, I don't know, next episode of, I don't know, Criminal Minds." And I can actually sense how that energy is not creating anymore. So this is my challenge for me, and I'm inviting everyone else to look at where can you show up in your business every day. And at the first, it is going to be, you will have to kind of get over yourself. You will have to force yourself to do it. But eventually, it will become part of you. Like, create these kind of things for you that you just can't not do it. Like, if I promised that I'm going to do weekly shows at this time every week, then I'm going to show up. Even though maybe no one's going to listen, because I haven't really told anyone that I'm live on Facebook now. But I'm showing up because I promised that. And I'm kind of building that habit. And the more I do it, the easier it gets. And the Facebook Lives are not that scary anymore. So I think now I'm definitely said it all I have want to say. So I invite you to look at the things that where you're not showing up and where you could show up in your business and in your life, and what can you put in place so you actually do that, you actually follow up on that, and you actually kind of trick yourself in doing that if you need to trick yourself doing it. I learned this trick from Crystal Crawford, who constantly tricks herself into doing stuff. And I'm taking that same example and I'm tricking myself because other things just doesn't work for me. For now, this works, and it's kind of fun to show up every live and talk about something. Even like I did this 10 days Facebook mastery series just to, to be get comfortable talking live on Facebook. It's There is different energy when someone is actually listening you live or not. But so far I've done probably, I don't know, about 20, 30 Facebook lives in the last 2 months. And actually, I don't see the difference anymore. At the first, it was awkward when, oh, I see one joining and then one leaving. And then I'm thinking, oh, if I've done anything wrong or said something that offended them, you kind of go into the head tripping. But the more you do it, the more fun it is, and unless you care about it. So I invite you as well, if it's the Facebook Lives that you like doing, if it's like a daily emails you want to send out, or if it's something else you want to do daily to kind of build the habit of showing up for yourself, for your business, because business is you. Business is what supports your lifestyle. So if you don't have a business, then you have to go get a job or marry a rich person, a wealthy person. For me, like going for to job, it's kind of, I could go. If it gets really bad, I could go to find a job, but it doesn't work for me. I could get married to someone rich, but I wouldn't. No, it wouldn't work for me. Well, at least not yet. So I have to show up for myself and for my business. Otherwise, I'm not eating. I can eat or I cannot eat. It's my choice. But I rather eat. I rather have a clothes. I rather have a warmth in my house because I live in a northern hemisphere on in, like really close northern circle, one of the northern circles. Okay, I'm now going into the talking about nothing really. So yeah, see see for yourself where you can show up every day for your business and for yourself, and and what does it look for you? Because it's not going to be same for you as it is for me. Thank you very much if you ever watched this to the end. I have fun. Bye bye.